All right, welcome back. That was an interesting demonstration. We were able to see Jason perform these street techniques along with what you do in a ring, so we can see the comparison. Jason, as far as the street techniques and the ring techniques go, what is your philosophy on martial arts itself and fighting? You know, I guess in your 10 years, what have you come to a conclusion, I guess?
Well, like I was saying earlier in the segment, I went to some schools, and I call them commercial schools,
right?
Because they taught a lot of stuff that you just couldn't readily apply in a street situation.
Right.
You know, some things happen so fast, you know, on the street that you don't have time to set up and get into a nice pretty stance or throw these nice pretty kicks.
Like a kata or something, you know?
Exactly. You have to use what you can, what's around you, and you really have time to think. You just have to react because things happen in a split second. Yeah, there was times when I did security work, like bouncing work, in the city, man, and I didn't have time to think, and a lot of the stuff went right out the window. A lot of the nice little pretty kicks and the nice stances, it didn't work.
No, those Van Damme side kicks, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't work, you know, so you have to use what works, and a lot of times it doesn't look as pretty as it looks in the movies when you're fighting because things happen very fast.
But it's effective, though.
So you just have to respond. I think more than ever, you have to train your mind. You have to be ready because oftentimes things happen, you're not ready, and so what happens is that shock sets in and you freeze.
Exactly.
You know?
So because what you do in the ring is a whole different world to doing on the street. I mean,
exactly.
You're not facing somebody in the ring. You know about your opponent. You know about who you're fighting, and you're comfortable in the ring. So you know you're not going to get killed because there are rules.
The fear is there, but the perception of the fear is different because you know you're scared because you're fighting somebody either you don't know or you don't know what can happen, but you know that you're not going to die on the street. I mean, the fear is that you can get your life taken away if you do a wrong move. You know, so a lot of times the fancy stuff and the pretty stuff, and you're not posing for the camera. You just want to get out of there, man. You know, my first instructor said, hey, hit the guy once and run.
That's it.
Don't try to play Superman.
That's it.
Hit him and run if you can.
That's
no matter how big you are.
Comes in.
Hit exactly. You hit him and you
kick in the
out of there, man. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about the last fight you just had where you won your heavyweight title.
Right.
You beat Paul Zukowski, who's a good friend of yours as well as a training partner. How did it feel? I mean, taking that and winning it all like that.
You know, it's interesting. I felt like for this particular tournament, I was a little more prepared. Mentally, I was prepared because my body was ready. Right. I felt like I was in shape. I trained for the tournament, and I visualized that night, the tournament and the fights. I really, the mental visualization.
Like a scenario in your head.
Oh, yeah. Every night before I went to bed, I'd have these nightmares that either I lost or I wasn't in shape. The next day, man, I'd be in the dojo like, that's it. But it climaxed with me fighting Paul, who won the Ultimate Challenge last year.
Right.
And it was good.
I watched it. I was commentating the fight, so I saw you pound and pound and pound, and you really drove through.
Yeah, I love the guy, man, but when we get in the ring, it's a different story. Got to fight. Yeah, exactly. I want to win because nobody remembers the guy who came in second. Yeah. It's always the number one, you know. That's what my teacher says. Number one.
Keep in your head. Number one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, you have this big tournament coming up in Japan. Now, this is the ultimate challenge. This one's full contact to the whole body, head and everything, right?
This is the real sick tournament.
This is
this is it,
man. I got you on the show now.
Exactly. You got me now. Wait till you see the after. Yeah, this is going to be in Japan, and it's a little different than the Ultimate Challenge in that we wear gloves, and there is face contact. We strike to the face. You can elbow to the face. It's called hiji. A lot of different elbow techniques to the face, and a lot of knee kicks to the face, and it's pretty interesting. First of all, because I'm going to a foreign country. As an American, I'm going to be fighting in Japan, and I'm representing Oyama Karate, which we feel is the best karate style.
Of course.
But it's like this is the culmination of everything I worked for. This is what I fantasized about as a kid.
That's great.
And actually, it's like a dream come true because
and you fought all over. You fought in Holland.
I fought in Holland. Recently fought in England. We fought in Rotterdam. We've been traveling. We've been working.
Yeah. You're working your way around the globe, huh?
Yeah, and it's interesting because you're fighting people from different parts of the world. So it's a whole different feeling, you know?
And those Holland fighters you're telling me are pretty...
very tough. The Dutch fighters are very tough. I mean, even anatomically, first of all, they're very tall. They're very tall.
So with that reach on you.
They have the reach. They're very strong, very good hand techniques, and their low kick is very good. Very good low kicks, you know?
Yeah.
But,
give me an idea of, now that you train for this thing in Japan, give me an idea of what your regimen is like. What does the day look for you when you work out? Is it 5 hours, 6 hours? Is it running, punching, kicking? What do you do?
Let me tell you, my teacher, when he proposed me fighting in Japan, he said, do you want to fight in Japan? And I was like, yeah, sure, why wouldn't I? I didn't know what I was getting into because the training is so different, man. I have like no life. I live this like monastic life. It's like all I do is train.
7 days a week.
Yeah, and you know, as like an American, we kind of rebel. Wherever we're pushed, we kind of, hey,
where's the party?
I want to have a beer, man. I want to have a beer. Nothing, man. 2 hours in the afternoon, I box. I had to really work on my hand technique, so I go to a boxing gym and I work with a coach.
Gleason's, I believe, right?
Gleason's, right. And my coach's name is Hector Roca, and he trains a lot of professionals. So I've been working on hand techniques in the afternoon. At night I meet at the dojo and I work with my instructor Shigeru Oyama for about an hour and a half.
Right.
And after that I run 5 miles. So
wow.
by the time I get home, I'm fried, man. I lost about, I guess, 12 pounds, 12 to 15 pounds.
Wow, that's a lot of weight to drop.
But I think a lot of the weight that came off was weight that should have been off.
Right.
But, you know, just in terms of my ego, it's like I look in the mirror, man, I feel like
what
I'm
happened?
so skinny.
Yeah, this bodybuilding guy.
Exactly. I still have that kind of bodybuilding mentality. You got to be like, you know, really like studly. But no, fighting is different. The whole, because in fighting you're using fast twitch fibers. You don't need the big muscles. That'll just slow you down.
Exactly.
When you fight, you need to reaction time. That's why
quickness.
if you ever look at somebody like Bruce Lee's physique, he was very muscular. He had a lot of like
he looked big, but he really
definition.
wasn't. Yeah.
Exactly, but he had fast twitch. That was his whole.
Yeah.
I mean, he broke it down to a science. You got to work your fast twitch fibers, reaction. Pop, pop, pop,
He was a phenom, that's for sure.
Unbelievable.
And you, like you told me earlier in the green room, you said sleep is a gift. You look so
Sleep
much
is
forward.
a gift, man. I'm telling you, the little things in life, when you get stuff taken away from you, deprivation, little things like sleep, eating, having a nice cold beer, you know, going out with your girlfriend, seeing a movie. Those are the things, man.
That's
you
it.
like
Your life's
die
taken
for,
away.
you know?
You're fighting for the title here. You're fighting in Japan. You know, these are the important things for you. Oh, but I wish you a lot of luck with that. I mean, that's like a big honor, I guess, to be chosen to fight out there. And after Japan, I'm sure there'll be a lot more to go to. And
hey, from a guy coming from my background, man, just the discipline of the martial arts, learning the discipline, learning the deprivation, learning to deprive yourself of things that you need. That's strengthening me as an individual. That's what I'm getting from the martial arts.
And you combined both of them together. You took two disciplines. You took the fitness, you took the martial arts, and combined it together, and you came up with a great package. So.
Exactly. And yoga for 5 years. I did yoga.
Another thing. That's great.
Yoga helped a lot, too.
Another discipline thing.
And the way we feel that it's all part of a complete circle.
Yeah.
All of these different disciplines, whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's martial arts, whether it's yoga, they're all part of the same. There's no difference, you know.
Well, thanks a lot. I mean, I've enjoyed this. This is you gave us a lot of good insight.
Thanks for having me on your show.
A lot of good information, and I look forward to having you back again sometime after you win the Japan tournament.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks for coming down, Jason.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you next time on Kickback.